whether now everything is okay. Let's see whether now we go live. Yeah, now we should be live. So what I should do instead is the previous one, we just hide it or we delete it. Let me just, now we are live on both. Now we are live on both. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now we are live on both. It's live on two streams at the same time. Wow. Now, which one do I delete now? We are live on both. We are live on both. So Magdol confirm. I can see now I'm live on two streams that I go on YouTube. So there must be a bug. There must be a bug. Let me just, now which one do I delete? Let me just remove one. Let me just remove one so that we don't get the confusion. This is amazing, guys. If you go onto YouTube, you'll see that it's live. We are live on two streams. Same name, same title, same thumbnail. Yeah, now it's only one. Now it's only one. It's only one. But that's weird. I've never seen that. Honestly, I've never seen that. It's crazy. Yeah, so on the back end, it's showing me two streams. On the actual YouTube app, it's showing me one stream. Here, it's showing me one stream. So anyway, we'll just continue the discussion. We won't get derailed. It's a really, really good discussion because Šeško has been getting a lot of stick online. And now I decided, let me dig. Let me just dig. Let me get the numbers. Let me see what's the fuss all about. What is the fuss all about? Because guys are making a lot of noise saying Šeško is worse than Højlund. Saying that Šeško, sorry, I just want to confirm whether the stream is live on YouTube. Yeah, so let's see. Sorry guys, sorry. These are just what we call technical difficulties. Yes, we are live here. At least I'm seeing also the comments are in. So let me reconfigure the app again to bring in the comments. Yeah, it shows two streams being live. That's the weirdest thing. But anyway, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. Yes, the Magdol has confirmed that it is live on YouTube. Yeah, so I decided, let me do some digging. I love statistics. One of the things I love are statistics. I love stats. I love looking at stats. I love comparing numbers. That gives you a hint of my day job. It gives you a hint of my day job. So I decided to dig and ask myself, are we really being fair to Højlund? To Šeško, sorry. Are we being fair to Šeško, comparing him to Højlund, comparing him to Haaland, comparing him to Salah, Isak, all those elite forwards in the Premier League? So I decided to dig. Let me just dig. Let me look at the numbers. What's the fuss all about? And actually, the numbers will shock you. The numbers will actually shock you. You'll find that most of the things guys are posting online, most of the comments guys are making about Šeško, some of it is valid criticism. Yes, he could have scored, he should have scored. When you look at the play again, he should have done better, he should have been faster. There are a lot of could have, should haves. But now taking that one instance, that one miss, that or both chances Šeško got, and actually saying that he's worse than Højlund or it's Højlund 2.0, it's completely unwarranted. Whereas when I looked at the numbers, I was actually seeing, we have a top striker, and he's young. He just came to the league. I compared the numbers. So I want to share the screen. And just highlight what I was looking at, the numbers I compared, so that now we have a discussion. We discuss and ask ourselves, are we actually being fair to Højlund? Because some of the things that people are saying online, it's completely unwarranted. And now, just like that, yes. So in case you can't see, I'll try to, let me see, how is the best way for me to share this? Is it a full screen one? Because I'm seeing that, let me adjust this a bit so that we look at the numbers. So what are you guys seeing? You're not seeing the full details. So this is a sheet. I worked with a Google sheet just to get the numbers, just to see how well the two compare. So in fact, what I'll do, I'd rather edit this live just to show you the actual numbers. Let me just edit this live as we go, because the numbers are crazy. Let me just adjust this a bit to make sure that everything is working. I have to do live production as well as chat with you guys. So in case you can't see the numbers well on screen, I'm pretty sure it's quite visible on YouTube. In fact, let me open YouTube to make sure that whatever is there is seen. Yes, it's visible on YouTube. So I decided to look at the numbers. So in case you're on TikTok, you can't be able to see the numbers well on your screen, please jump over to YouTube. You'll see a much bigger screen. And then we'll compare the numbers. Yeah. So looking at those numbers, Salah. So I looked at last season and this season. So I decided, let me do comparisons of last season and this season. And I took the top three strikers last season, basically the top three strikers last season, and also compare their numbers to this season. As part of the comparison, I also added Højlund, because a lot of guys are comparing Šeško to Højlund. So I said, okay, I'll also take Šeško's numbers last season in the Bundesliga with Leipzig, and I'll compare to Højlund's numbers in the Premier League last season. And then this season, I'll compare Højlund's numbers in Napoli, or at Napoli, and Šeško's numbers at United. So that's the way I decided to compare. So some of the metrics I did look at are the matches they played, the number of matches they started, the number of minutes, non-penalty goals, penalty goals, total shots, shots on target, shots per 90, that is shots per 90 minutes, and then goals per shot, expected goals, that's XG, and the efficiency. So the efficiency, I decided to use the example, or to use the basis I mentioned during the watch along. For every 5 shots, or for every 5 chances they get, how does an effective striker look like? What are the numbers for an effective forward? So I also decided to look at other strikers like Osimhen, like Gyökeres at Sporting, Ronaldo, Messi, all those forwards. But I thought that if I now start making the comparison bigger and bigger, it will be difficult to actually have a good discussion. And of course, we want to compare based on the EPL. So you look at Salah. Salah last year was 32. He played all 38 games. He started all 38 games. And he played the most minutes last season. He was the top scorer with 29 goals. 20 of those goals were non-penalty goals. And then 9 penalties scored. So again, guys, if you're on TikTok, you're just joining on TikTok, you can't be able to see the numbers quite clearly because the screen is a bit small, feel free to jump over to YouTube. I'm sure the Monk doll can confirm that the visibility there is much, much better. Yeah, so you look at Salah, scored 29 goals, 20 of those was on-field goals, non-penalty goals basically, and then 20 goals, non-penalty, 9 goals, penalty goals. He had a total of 121 shots, and 50 of those shots were on target. So that's like less than half of the total number of shots Salah took as the top scorer last season were on target. Every 90 minutes, he had 3 shots, 3.23 shots. Every 90 minutes. And then the goals per shot is less than 1. It's less than 0.5. You look at the expected goals, he had the highest, which is 25.2. And the efficiency is every 5 shots he made, every 5 shots. So basically, give him 5 shots, the efficiency is 1.2 goals. Essentially 1 goal, if we round it off. So for every 5 shots Salah took last season, I didn't adjust this. Let me adjust this so that you have a look. So you look at the total goals. Sorry guys, let me freeze this column. Let me just freeze this column so that we freeze. Where is freeze? Yes, freeze. One column. Why is there a problem? One column to the left. Is that so? No. What did I do? Anyway, how do I freeze this? Google Sheets. Why are you letting me down when I'm live? Let's see. Up to column A. Yes. You can't freeze. It contains only a part of the merge cell. Oh, because of merge cells. Let me unmerge these cells so that I do the freeze. Let me do the freeze. Yes. So if now I scroll, I'm sure you guys can see now. Up to where are you seeing on screen? Up to there. So non-penalty goals 20, as I mentioned. Penalty goals 9. You look at the efficiency. So for every 5 shots Salah took, he had an efficiency of 1.2, basically 1 goal. Every 5 shots he took, 1 goal. He took a total of 121 shots, and 50 of those shots were on target. Look at the next one, Isak. Isak was the second top scorer last season. He had an efficiency of 1.0, and he scored a total of 23 goals. 19 of them were non-penalty goals. 4 penalty goals. Efficiency of 1. So similarly, Isak, who was the second top scorer, had an efficiency of 1. If we go to the next person, Haaland, one of the most lethal forwards in the world, had a similar efficiency, a better XG than Isak, because Haaland had 22 goals, 19 of them were non-penalty goals, had an XG of 22.0. He was making 3 shots per 90. 3 shots per 90. He made a total of 104 shots. Total shots 104, but on target were 55. So it's half. You can say slightly more than half. Now you look at Šeško and Højlund, the last two. In the Bundesliga, Šeško had a total of 13 goals. 11 of them were non-penalty. He had an efficiency of 1. XG of 10. He made 66 total shots and 29 shots on target. Similar numbers as you can see with the top 3 strikers last season. You compare the total shots on target with the overall total shots and the shots on target. All the 3 have similar numbers. It's like 50% of the total shots they took were on target, and an efficiency of 1. You look at the last column there. If you look at the last column, you see Salah 1.2, Isak 1.0, Haaland 1.05. You look at Šeško 1.00, and then Højlund was 0.65. And Højlund had 32 total shots, 13 shots on target. Similar numbers. Shots per 90, it's 1.4. 1.4, the lowest of the 4. So now when you start looking at those numbers, you start now asking yourself, okay, we had Højlund last season. Šeško was also playing the Bundesliga last season. Clearly, Šeško outscored Højlund in the respective league. So now starting to say that Šeško is worse than Højlund, or Šeško is as another Højlund, in my view, it's unwarranted. Because looking at these numbers, and I also want you guys to get involved in the comment section. Please get involved in the comment section as we are looking at the numbers, as we are dispelling the criticism, the unwarranted criticism. Fine, he should have scored, he could have scored. But let's look at the numbers. Let's compare the numbers of this season now. So we look at the numbers this season. You see Benjamin Šeško and Højlund have similar numbers in terms of goals. In terms of even minutes, they are almost close. You look at Salah this season, played 11, started in 11. Haaland the same. Šeško has started in 6 matches out of the 11 matches he has played. So he has played 5 matches as a substitute. Okay, now you look at Isak has only played 4 games, 0 goals. 0 goals. Total shots are 6. 6 total shots. Shots on target 1. Less than a third. Isak, who was how much? How much did Liverpool pay for him? Last season he was the second top scorer. Second top scorer, that is. You look at Salah. So far he has 4 goals, shots 25, on target 8, less than half. You look at the efficiency, 0.6 for Salah, 0 efficiency for Isak. You look at Haaland, who's currently the top scorer, he has 14 goals, all of them non-penalty. Total shots 44. 44 shots, on target 26. Slightly better, more than half. More than half of the total shots he has taken were on target. 4 shots per 90. Then you look at goals per shot, 0.32. XG, expected goals, is 11.1. And the efficiency, similar numbers to last season. Slightly better in terms of the decimal place or the fraction, 1.6. Last season, he had 1.05. Now you compare Šeško and Haaland, Šeško and Højlund, Šeško and Rasmus Højlund. Šeško has an efficiency of 0.55. Rasmus has 1.65, slightly better. Efficiency of 1. Now you look at those numbers, both of them have 2 goals. Total shots that Šeško has taken is 18. Total shots that Højlund has taken are 6. Shots on target, 7. Shots on target, Højlund 3. Shots per 92 shots compared to Højlund 1.06. So at Napoli, Højlund is edging Šeško a bit in terms of efficiency. But now, coming back to the discussion, where guys are expecting Šeško to score with every shot on goal or with every chance, it's being unrealistic. I've shown you the numbers there. It's being totally unrealistic. Yes, I know he should have done better. I mentioned it. He should have done better. But Rightfully so, the defender had a good tackle. An absolute class tackle. World-class tackle there to stop him. Many of us complaining about Šeško not scoring that goal didn't actually see the play before he got that chance. He's the one who touched the ball, headed the ball towards Mount, then ran towards the goal. The ball came in, it was behind him. Of course, he has to slow down a bit based on the pace of the goal. By the time that happened, the defender, the goalkeeper were on him. What I decided to do today is to actually come and start questioning those guys who are coming out to say Šeško is as worse as Højlund, or Šeško is worse than Højlund. We've seen the numbers comparing Šeško with Haaland, with Isak, with Salah, the elite forwards in the Premier League. Similar efficiency. Isak was how much? 130 million? 0.00 efficiency. Despite playing less games. 0.0 efficiency. Out of the 5 chances or the 5 shots these guys take, including Haaland himself, the highest number we've seen there is how much? I think 1.6? Yeah, 1.6. And that is Haaland this season, so far this season. 1.6, so close to 2 goals. 2 goals with every 5 shots he takes. 2 goals, if you round off 1.6. If we decide to round off, also Højlund is actually much better in efficiency so far this season compared to Haaland. The efficiency for Højlund is 1.65. The efficiency for Haaland is 1.6. You look at the goals. Now when you slide over to the goals, Rasmus has a 1.65 efficiency, but he has only scored 2 goals. He has only played 7 matches. Haaland has played 11, scored 14. If we round off everyone's numbers there, it's coming to 1, Salah 1, Haaland 2, Šeško 1, Højlund 2, Isak 0. If we go to last season, all of them, including Højlund, is 1-1-1-1-1. 1-1-1-1-1. So why are we being unrealistic that whenever a striker gets a shot, it has to be a goal every other time? Why do we have that expectation? If Haaland and Salah are the most lethal forwards in the league, out of the 5 shots they do take, 1 is a goal. And those numbers include penalties. The efficiency there includes penalties. So we are being a bit unrealistic. The criticism, yes, is good to criticize. It's good to criticize. He should have done more. He should have done better to score the goal. But now going overboard to state that Šeško is not a good forward, that's wrong. He deserves more patience. He deserves more time. You can see last season, this season, he's starting to match up. He's starting to match up to the numbers of Salah, the numbers of Isak, the numbers of Haaland. Rasmus has gone to Napoli, different structure, different league. He's now starting to perform better. But when he was at the Premier League, he couldn't match to any of those elite forwards. Šeško has just come in, 11 games in, and he hasn't started all games, mind you. He hasn't played a lot of minutes. In fact, let me bring back that sheet. You look at Šeško this season, he has played 621 minutes. 621. Salah and Haaland have the most minutes. But you look at the numbers there, he's getting closer and closer to them. Salah has an efficiency of 0.6. Let me scroll this. I keep forgetting to scroll. Salah has an efficiency of 0.6. while Šeško has an efficiency of 0.55. One plays for Liverpool with one of the best squads in the world. Another one is playing with a squad that has just been assembled. And some other players who are not good enough for United. Criticism is good, warranted. But criticize where criticism is due. But coming out to say that Šeško is worse than Højlund, you're just speaking out of emotion, not fact. Emotion, not fact. Both of them have similar numbers this season. It's just that Šeško has played more minutes compared to Højlund. You look at Højlund, he has gone to title winners, title challengers. Šeško is in a team that's, in all honesty, trying to get to top 4. Two different environments. Similar age, similar profile of strikers. But Šeško, you look at the numbers, he's comparing well with the likes of Salah, with the likes of Isak, with the likes of Haaland. Yeah. Some of the comments. Good evening, Eddie. Good evening to you too. I hope you are doing well. It's good to see you. Let's see. Anthony Sadiki, you are saying, I need a confident Šeško. If he gets a chance, he shoots out of 10 shots taken, he can score at least 3. Yeah, that's now efficiency. As I've mentioned, Anthony, efficiency. I mean, look at those numbers. Salah last season, with 29 goals, he had an efficiency of 1 out of every 5 shots he took. You look at the numbers there, I'm not sure whether on TikTok you can actually squint and see. I'll share this on our socials much later. What have I done? You look at this. You look at Mohamed Salah. He took 121 shots. 50 of those shots found the target. Less than half. And he took 3 shots per 90. Basically the whole season, 3 shots per 90. And then goals per shot is 0.17. It's not even less. It's not even 0.5. It's not 1. The efficiency, goals per 5 shots, it's 1.2. Haaland, 1. So if we even take 10, still the same efficiency, it's 1. If you're saying he scores at least 3 goals, coming back to now this comment. So basically you're saying out of the 10 shots he takes, he'll score 3. So that's an efficiency of 3. Of which Salah and Haaland are not getting to them. They might, probably if I change this to 5, the efficiency might be 2 point something, which is 3, which is okay. That's no efficiency. But now the question is, Anthony, and all the guys online viewing this, the chat section and UKG squad, how many chances do we create for our forwards? How many chances do the United midfielders create for the forwards? Look at the current problem we have. Whenever Cunha gets the ball, he's a bit selfish. Last season, Garnacho had the same problem. How many chances do we create for them? You look at that Šeško chance we are all complaining about. He actually was involved in it. It was a long ball, headed it, Mount got onto it, Mount slid him in with a through ball. He was unable to finish it. So can we give him 10 of those chances? The efficiency will go up. We rarely create chances for our forwards. How many times did we say that Dogu forgot to cross when Šeško came on? How many times? It's simple as that. So for every 10 shots he takes, at least 3. At least 3, if we are being realistic, you have to create for him very good chances for him to score at least 3, Anthony. If you are being realistic. If you want Šeško to score at least 3, which means minimum 3 goals out of 10 shots, you really have to create for him good chances. It's not him to go and look for the ball and create chances for himself. No, the team right now, the way it's set up, they are not playing with a forward. Šeško is dropping deeper and deeper. I have some heat maps here. I hope I didn't close them. I closed them. I had some heat maps to show you Šeško's movement. He's all over the pitch. He's all over the pitch. In fact, let me see whether I can find that page. It was SofaScore. Yeah, I remember it was SofaScore. Because I'm telling you, to score at least 3 out of 10 shots, you have to really create good chances for him. Honestly, you have to. You have to create very good chances for your forward to get an efficiency of 3 out of 10 or 4, 5 out of 10. Because what strikers do, they will have purple patches. Like Haaland versus United. Almost every attack was a goal. Yesterday we watched the Liverpool City game. How many chances did these guys miss? The near misses, the near chances. Haaland had a chance to score the penalty. He didn't. And remember, Haaland has one of the best XGs, expected goals, in the world. Yeah. Where is the heat map? I'm telling you guys, if we are being honest, efficiency, look at that heat map. Let me zoom this in. Look at that heat map. Šeško is all over. He's everywhere. He's not operating like a forward. And then we expect the few chances he gets for him to score. Come on, guys. For us to make Šeško an efficient forward, we have to use him as a forward, as a true number 9. The same way City are using Haaland. Same way Newcastle are using Voltamed. United are not doing that. They are not doing that. Šeško is getting into good positions. He's not getting passes. He's not getting balls going to him. And we expect him to have an efficiency of more than 1 to surpass Salah. Mbeumo is getting a lot of goals. Why? Because he's getting into good positions, then he gets the ball. Can we give Šeško similar chances? Can United get Šeško similar positions, similar balls, similar crosses, similar through balls? He will score a lot of goals. The reason as to why Højlund has surpassed him at Napoli so far this season is because they are playing with him. They are playing at his strengths. They are playing to his strengths. United are not. United are playing to the strengths of Mbeumo. They are playing to the strengths of Ahmad. They are playing to the strengths of Cunha. But are they playing to the strengths of Šeško? I mean, look at this heat map. That's the heat map of a forward. It's not the. It looks like a heat map for a number 10 or a midfielder. Look at that heat map. Yeah. Let me see. Ronaldinho, we are saying a double pivot of Bruno and Casemiro is rubbish. What do we have to do? We can't change it. Those are the players we have. You can't sign players mid-season. You just have to suffer for now until we get new players or United sign new players. It might be rubbish, but it's the best we've got. What happened when Ugarte came on? What happens whenever Casemiro leaves the pitch? Bruno is one of the best midfielders in the world. You can't simply afford to have him on the bench because this is one of the best players we have. It's simple as that. Casemiro is one of the best CDMs we have. Simple as that. Whenever he comes off the pitch, what happens? United lose matches. They lose points. Simple as that. Let me see. The Monk Doll, you are saying Šeško is an upgrade from Rasmus. He is able to keep the ball and pulls defenders creating chances for the 10s, and he moves forwards every time he gets the ball. True. Use your naked eyes as well. I've shown you the data. So anyone who's arguing, now we can be able to back Šeško, both with numbers and with the naked eye analysis. Florian Wirtz, how much was he? How many goals has he scored? How many assists has he provided in the Premier League? Isak was signed on deadline day. Deadline day similar to Šeško. Šeško has not been starting matches. He has not played all matches as a starter. Now we want to judge him as if he's Haaland, as if he's Salah. Salah is struggling this season. The table shows it. Salah has an efficiency of 0.6. Šeško has an efficiency of 0.55. Similar numbers. Yeah, so the Magdol, you're right there. My friend Chido is at least Šeško. Did you watch Chido last season? Did you watch him? How many goals did Chido score? Kolo. How many goals did Chido score in the Premier League? I can pull the numbers for you. In fact, let me do so. Let me pull the numbers for you for Chido. How many goals did he score last season? What was his efficiency? We are talking about efficiency now, not sentiments, not emotion, not speaking out of anger. I urge you guys, put your emotions aside and just think logically. If Chido is better than Šeško, let me look at the numbers. It's as simple as that. Very, very simple. I need last season stats. Let me open who scored. That's the best one. Who scored is the best one. Then I go to Chido. Chido Obi. Let's see. Why is it not showing me history? Manchester United. These guys don't have. Let me see. FB Ref. Who scored don't have. Let me just look. Because also those numbers I got from FB Ref. Then Chido. So as much as we like arguing out of sentiment, it's also good to be logical. Have facts. Don't just say so-and-so is better than so-and-so because of sentiment or because you like the player or because you hate the other player. No. Speak out of facts. Speak from a point of facts. Yeah, here are the numbers. Let me see whether I can display this. Here are the numbers. The numbers are here. Kolo. Last season, in the Premier League, he played 7 matches, started 1. No goal. No goal. Let me take you to the shots. Shooting. Here it is. Made 5 shots. 1 shot on target. Shots per 90 is 2.73. Shots on target per 90 is 0.55. Expected goals is 0.7. So if you try to do an efficiency, it's null. Because if you take total shots 5 and shots on target is 1, less than a third, it's a fifth. He didn't score any goal, so the efficiency is 0. So when you say Chido is better than Šeško, how do you mean? Do you have facts to prove that? Kolo, do you have facts to prove that? Or are you just saying out of sentiment, out of emotion? A lot of United fans are speaking out of emotion. They can't back it up with facts. When someone says that Højlund was better or is better than Šeško, give us facts. Show us proof, like I've done. I sat down and dug numbers. I use FB ref to dig and look at the numbers, so that by the time I'm speaking out, I'm not speaking out of emotion. I'm speaking out of a point of knowledge. Popsicle, you're saying people not even seeing that the chance he wasted, he was the one who created for Mount. Just give him time to finish, to work on finishing and confidence. Yes, you look at Šeško, he's short of confidence because of the same fans. Same fans going online, posting such things. I actually went ahead. I usually have a bit of software. Guys, I keep giving away my my day job, hints to my day job. I have a software that does analysis on tweets. Looks at social media, it does analysis. So I can actually look for a topic and analyze what are the trends, what are people talking about. So I decided, some of these tweets, X accounts, they do post things and then the algorithm pushes them. But guys who actually post, let's say, something logical, like myself, I posted something logical about Šeško, then it doesn't get ranked up. So I did an analysis and actually saw that it's a few people, very, very few people who are angry at Šeško. A majority are saying that Šeško needs time, Šeško is young. Positive vibes. But the way the algorithm works, if guys do respond more because of that emotion, let's say if someone posted let's say Kolo says Chido is better than Šeško, then guys who didn't like Šeško's performance go and comment, and the other ones, the other tweet did not get any comments or likes, the algorithm will pull up the one with more likes, with more comments. So there's a confidence issue. Similar to what happened to Højlund. Confidence. Being pulled down by our own fans. Remember what happened to Zaxi in the Newcastle game last season. That guy was looking like he's beaten, like he's defeated, because of our own fans. The same fans now are asking why he's not playing. Same fans that slated him now want him to play. Guys came on here, we were live. Dalo this, Dalo that, Dalo this, Dalo that, including myself. What is the other option? Dogu. Dogu comes on. Dogu is worse. Dogu is this, Dogu is that. So who's next? Put in Diego Leon there. Doesn't perform. He's young. This is Manchester United. This is the Premier League. He's young. He needs to adapt quickly. He needs to do this. Because we always argue from emotion. We expect perfection. Every other minute, every other day, you expect players to be perfect. That's not the real world. 255, welcome on board the UKG squad. Karibu sana. Isaac Mshanti, you are saying, I think Mbumo will score 20 goals this season. Actually, I'm thinking he might surpass. He might surpass those goals. Frey, welcome to the UKG squad on TikTok. Haruna Prince, you are saying, Šeško patience and need to be aggressive. Yes, it will happen. It will happen. It will happen. Like for him to win that aerial duel, to set up Mount, that's physicality. That's aggression. He does that every other time the ball is in the air. Šeško wins most of the balls in the air. You remember in the Arsenal game, he dribbled past 3 defenders, fighting with them. And he eventually came away with the ball. Facts. Go look at how he plays. He's very, very physical. It's just that he came on as a sub. He will be a bit sluggish. And I complained about it. But it is what it is. You can't sit on the bench. The other guys have been running on the pitch. You expect the guy from the bench to start running immediately like the other guys. No, they need to warm up. They need to have that. But when they come in, they find the rhythm is quite different. And you know Tottenham play chaotic football. The ball is everywhere. They don't have any pattern. They just keep kicking the ball until they get to a point where they cross. Why are we forgetting Šeško's performance versus Brighton? Why is that one missed chance making us forget how Šeško was key in that Brighton win. Šeško was one of the best players in the Brighton game just a few weeks ago. So then he was better than Haaland. Now Chido is better than him because of one action. You see how emotional we are? We are really emotional, very emotional. We want instant coffee success. We want unrealistic things to happen. In fact, even when Cristiano said that Amorim can't perform miracles, guys were still angry. And it's the truth. It's the fact. It's the fact. Like when Chicharito came on, was it versus Norwich? He scored a hat-trick. That's unexpected. That's a record. In fact, it has been noted down as a record. A substitute coming into the Premier League and scoring a hat-trick. That's a record. They keep those things as records. Mr. X, thanks for commenting. You're saying Šeško is fire, patience is key. Patience is needed. He just came to United. Deadline day signing. Just came. We are only 11 games into the season. He has only started 6 games. The 5 games he has also featured in as a substitute. The first 3 games he didn't start. He started as a sub. Simple as that. How many forwards have United signed and they don't score from day one? There are very few strikers United have signed and they started scoring since day one. You can name them. You can name them. RVP was one of them, but how was RVP? RVP was a legend. By the time he was coming to United, he was an accomplished forward. By the time Ibrahimovic coming into the team and scoring in the debut, he was an accomplished forward. Cavani the same. Simple as that. Pato ranking. Leo meamua yeah. I said I will die on that hill, and I said I will dig the data to actually see what you guys are saying, whether it's true or false. No. I'm speaking from a point of now information. And I've said, you've seen me saying, Højlund right now is more efficient than Šeško at Napoli. He's more efficient because the numbers state. The numbers state Højlund is efficient. For every 5 shots he has, 1 is a goal. But you look at the goals, both have 2. Simple as that. I haven't said that now Šeško is worse than Højlund. No. I'm just saying if you say he's worse, like I'm seeing comments about Chido, give me facts. Give me facts. I've even displayed about Chido. So, Pato ranking, even if you say Namtetea, I've literally displayed about Chido. So, I'm just showing you what my eyes are seeing and I'm sharing it with you. So, if you say Chido is better, show me the data. Give me the facts. Chido, no assists. It's here. Let me share it again because I'm seeing a lot of Chido comments. No assists in the Premier League. No goals. So, hata ukisema natetea Šeško, how? But he wasted us. You and who? Again, you're expecting unrealistic things. I've literally showed you. Salah, who had 29 goals last season, for every 5 shots he took, 1 was a goal. Šeško, how many shots did he get? 2. 2. And the one we are complaining about was well defended. Facts. Mr. X, you're saying Mbumo is on another level though. He takes his chances soon as he receives them. Yes. Those are 2 different players. Furthermore, as I've said, give Šeško similar chances to what Mbumo has. And then we judge him. Because Šeško, I've shown you the heat map. Šeško is popping up all over and he's also creating chances. You look at the Brighton game, he created chances. He assisted who? Mbumo. He assisted Mbumo. So you look at that, those are two different profiles. Furthermore, Mbummo has been popping up in good areas and getting the ball. Šeško has been popping up in good areas, not getting the ball. It's not like in our game, I've seen, like who was saying, is it Isak? 10 chances. How many chances does Šeško get in a game? How many chances do the team create for Šeško? Tell him, here it is. There, go, now score. How many chances does he get? How many? Very few. Bruno is a midfield maestro. True. Jonte, thanks for giving us 500 plus likes on TikTok. Let's see. We have a few minutes to go. Alte Isaithia saying mindset is also an issue. Yeah, it is an issue because playing for United is very, very different. The pressure of playing for United is different. Like, look at that one chance. That one chance. Look at the amount of pressure. Look at the noise. Look at the criticism because of one chance. How many, let's say if Haaland was playing for United and he missed that penalty versus Liverpool. Let's talk about that. How many chances does Haaland miss? I've literally showed you the numbers. Let me read the numbers again. So far this season, Haaland has taken 44 shots, total of 44 shots. The ones that were on target, 26. And out of the 26 shots that were on target, 14 of them are goals. Took 44 shots, 26 went on target, 14 of them were goals. Even if you take 26 minus 14, those are how many? That's 12. He missed 12 chances. 12. Šeško missed one. And we are making a lot of noise. One. Haaland with 14 goals has missed 12 and taken 44 shots. Some of them are over the bar, others are deflected out. And he has an efficiency of 1.6. Of every 5 shots he takes, it's 1.6. Even if you double that to 10 shots, it's 3. And Haaland is one of the best forwards in the world. An efficiency of 3 out of 10. So if he takes 10 shots, he will score 3 goals. And you want to put Šeško in the same bracket as Haaland, someone who has a lot of experience playing for a much better team. Simple as that. Simple as that. Chido is still very deadly. Yeah, in which league? Which league? So you want to say the under-21s is similar to the Premier League? I've shared with you the numbers, guys. He played in the Premier League. He played in the Premier League last season. He played last season in the Premier League. He played 7 games in the Premier League. So if he's very lethal, he should have scored at least 2 goals. Simple as that. You can't compare PL2, Premier League 2, the under-21s, with the Premier League. Even if Šeško goes to that league, he might even outscore Chido, if you are being honest. He's deadly, but at what level? He came to the Premier League. He struggled. The same way he was bullying defenders, elbowing them, pushing them. He tried it in the Premier League. He was unable to do it. He was unable to do it. So you can't compare PL2 with the Premier League. PL2 does not have defenders like Van der Ven, like Murillo, like the Arsenal defenders. They are not playing the PL2. Those are 2 different leagues. If Šeško goes to the under-21s, he will even outscore every other forward there. In fact, even if you take Šeško to let's say the championship, he will still score a lot of goals. But playing for United and in the PL is a different animal. Shida Šeško ni lack of confidence. Yeah, lack of confidence because of he started quite well. He was very bright. He made mistakes. We started making noise. Šeško is always online. He's always posting on Instagram. He's always posting himself playing basketball, playing snooker, and doing all these things, being in the gym. And then what do we do as fans? We go to the comment section and abuse him. He's human. Even yourself, if you post something on your socials and you have, out of let's say the 200 comments, 50 of them are nasty, then their confidence will dip. Furthermore, the team is also not giving him confidence. Give him a lot of chances. Tell him, no, the next one you'll score. Give him another one. If he misses, you tell him, I'm going to give you another one and you will score. But the team is not creating chances for the boy. United literally don't know how to play with a forward. Ever since Ole Gunnar, ever since Mourinho, Ten Hag, Amorim, that team does not know how to play with a forward. Doesn't. The way Amorim has set up the team, it's Mbeumo and Cunha who will be scoring most of the goals. That's why Mbeumo is the top scorer right now. Šeško is coming in to support. Chido can't be better than Šeško. No chance. Yeah, you see, Isak, you know. MJ, you're agreeing with the confidence point. Chido will be a great sub for Šeško. Yes, he would. But now, with such kind of a player, you need to be giving him slow progress, because you might lose him. Because if Chido is used to bossing the PL too, he comes to the Premier League, and you've seen the way Šeško is under pressure because of one chance. What will happen to Chido? He was used to scoring a lot of goals. Now he's come to a place, every chance he wastes, ni kelele. We are making noise. We will shatter the boy. We will shatter his dreams. We will shatter his confidence. It is us as fans as well who do it. The pundits. We talk a lot. We go to their comment section. We DM them. We do all these things. And then now you start saying, oh, let's go for another striker. Come on. Like, you see how Liverpool fans are backing Florian Wirtz. They see he's struggling, but they are backing him. It is us rival fans who are actually bantering Liverpool. But Liverpool, you see them, they are backing him. They are saying he'll come good. He'll get used to the league. Højlund is rubbish. His hold-up play is non-existent and no fast touch. True, as I keep saying, why are we only judging a forward because of goals? And if we did, like I've done, show us the numbers. Davy Gavi, thanks for joining the UKG squad. Ronaldinho also go and saying, that's like saying because Lukaku is scoring in Serie A, he's a better striker. Yeah. When I started by saying, I wanted also to look at Gyökeres numbers at Sporting, Messi numbers when he won the, is it Pachichi or Pichichi? When Ronaldo was scoring goals, when Messi scored, I don't know whether it's close to 70 goals in a season, Ronaldo the same. I want to take all those numbers and have them on the table and look at the efficiency. The other day I told you, yes, Anthony scored that good goal, but he lost 2 very good chances. But we'll only see the clip of him scoring that one good goal, but we don't see the clips of him wasting chances. Haaland, let me tell you, I watch a lot of games. Haaland also wastes a lot of good chances. There is a time, I can't remember which game this season, he had a one-on-one and he didn't score. But that does not make him a bad striker. So, Ronaldinho, you're right. Now that Lukaku is scoring the Serie A, so we want to say he's better than Haaland. It doesn't work like that. At least Haaland scored and won the game. Yeah, but he missed the penalty. If he didn't score that header, and he was playing for United, we could be making a lot of noise. Kevo, you are saying, I'm happy that it's Haaland who lost the penalty. If it was Šeško, United fans would have killed him. Yeah, true. United fans should give Šeško time. Lukaku also started slowly. Yeah, he did. Even Pogba started slowly. So my point is, I said I will die on that hill because I use my eyes to watch, and I also like looking at data. I like looking at facts. I like arguing from a point of knowledge, not out of emotion. And guys who know me, guys who've been here with us for a long time know I also backtrack. If I speak something out of emotion, I usually correct myself and I say, no, this is not right. Simple as that. We are human. We'll get emotional. We'll get frustrated. But also retrospect, also look at the facts. Like the way guys are saying about Chido, I've shown you the facts. I've just displayed the facts. Simple as that. Don't jump onto the emotional bandwagon, into the emotional train, because you're seeing someone is agreeing with you emotionally that Šeško is bad. You just keep on that topic. No. No, there are a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes. That the confidence is shattered. At Leipzig, the likes of Xavi Simons used to just give him the ball and tell him, now go and score. We've done all the work, go and score. And last season, he was one of the best Bundesliga strikers, if you didn't know. He was rivaling the likes of Harry Kane. He was among the top scorers in the Bundesliga, scored 13 goals. But at United, at the Premier League, those are two different things. Bundesliga and the Premier League, those are two different things. And he just signed for the club. It's not like Højlund played for United for 2 seasons. Nothing. And I've showed you the numbers. He had an efficiency of 0.65, the lowest last season, compared to everyone else. Everyone else had an efficiency of 1. For every 5 shots, they were scoring at least 1 goal. Simple as that. So again, guys, don't operate from a point of emotion. Don't operate from a point of ignorance. Don't operate from a point of ego as well. Yeah. So some of the news is Šeško. The injury is not as serious. Before we end the live, the injury is not as serious. He won't be going to the international games with Slovenia. The Slovenian coach is not happy because United have not given them official documents about the injury. So probably they've done so recently. And then Šeško is going to stay at Carrington. He's going to be training there, rehabilitating. So they are saying that he might be available after the international break. Also, Joshua Zirkzee, the club will have talks with him, depending on Šeško's injury, as well as the AFCON crew, because they don't want to sell him or take him out on loan or allow him to go out on loan in January, because we have players who will be missing due to AFCON. The other thing is United want to start providing tours to the new Carrington training grounds. So they'll start charging around £100 for visits, and this will start in 2026. So in case you are in the UK, in case you're not there and you're planning to go to the UK, you can go and visit Carrington, see the new training facility. So that was the topic of the day. I decided to take some time. Actually, this was we were supposed to have this discussion yesterday, but unfortunately I was unable to go live yesterday. So I just wanted to come here and say I'm still backing Šeško. I'm still backing Cunha. I'm still backing Dogu. I'm still backing the United players, and I will call out mistakes as I see them. I'll call out mistakes as I see them. So, yeah, let's give Šeško time. Let's not fall into the emotions of other people. Let's not eat up whatever the media tells us. Calm down. And I said during the watch along, if Šeško still missed that chance and United won, I don't think guys will have been speaking about that chance. It will have been dismissed quite quickly and say, Šeško is good. The defender defended well. But because United dropped points, Šeško is now the easiest scapegoat. Guys saying that substitutions were bad. We don't have a squad. So for me, I'm seeing Šeško just being viewed as the easiest scapegoat. And if you just put your emotions aside and actually look at the facts, we have a good forward. We have a very, very good forward. Side note, Brentford scouting team is amazing. Yeah, it is. And there are rumors that United are starting to poach guys from such clubs like Brentford, Brighton. So United are starting to poach. Also, I heard Arsenal and City are also doing the same. So, but Brentford, they are doing a good job. They use this tactic. I think it's called the Moneyball tactic. So the Moneyball tactic is what also United are trying to do with the likes of Dabo, Roscoe, Chido, Heaven, Leon. So the Moneyball tactic, if I'm not wrong, I think it's the Moneyball tactic. Let me just Google it. So the Moneyball tactic, the way it works, let me confirm whether I'm right. Yes, the Moneyball scouting. I wasn't wrong. So the Moneyball scouting, basically Google are defining it as a data-driven approach in identifying and recruiting players, focusing on statistical analysis to find undervalued talent instead of relying on traditional subjective methods. So ideally, the way the Moneyball tactic works, or framework works, is you look for an undervalued player who's really good based on the data you have, based on the performance metrics. Like the way you've seen, I've compared Šeško to Isak, to Haaland, to Salah last season. And you see that he has pretty much similar numbers at the age of 22. So if United were to go and sign those three, they will probably have paid 150 plus. But Šeško have being available for around 80, 90 with add-ons, then that's an undervalued player. Because based on the data, he's providing similar numbers to the elite. You look at Orozco, you look at Dabo, you look at Kone, you look at Chido, undervalued. You buy them for around $1 million, 500K, 250K, 4 million. Then when they start performing, you can sell them at high value. For example, like Baleba. They signed him for peanuts, but they are selling him at 120. So that's how the Moneyball scouting works, the Moneyball tactic works. And the likes of Brentford, the likes of Bournemouth, like Junior Krupi right now, if he was to be sold, he can't go for less than 70 million. You look at Brighton, same. So that's what they are doing. So United are also trying to have a mix, not necessarily going for big name players. They're also trying to get Moneyball scouts, Moneyball players, such that in case we do decide to sell them, we can sell them at a profit. You look at Dogu, although he was 30 million, but based on his performance, based on the data, he was undervalued. Right now, if you go, let's say, for Nuno Mendes is also another Moneyball scouting. Nuno Mendes right now easily can be sold at 200 million, 150 million. So the Moneyball, you're absolutely right. And United are also doing a good job. Those are the things that as fans we don't get to appreciate. We don't get to acknowledge. We only make noise because of what is happening on the pitch. We don't really get to look at how the club structure is changing. Yeah. Where did they get Igor Thiago? It is as if Brian leaving did not affect them. Yeah, that's what they do. I think Igor You got Thiago. I think he came from, is it France or Spain? I think he came from either France or Spain. Where did he come from? Let me confirm. Which team? Yeah, Brugge. Club Brugge. Belgian League. Came from the Belgian League. These guys are good. You see, this is scouting. No one even knew he existed. And he's been scoring goals. And they bought him for 38 million euros. That's undervalue. So right now, if they decide to sell him, they can easily sell him like Mbumo. I think they signed Mbumo for, was it 17 million? How much did they get for him? Yeah, it is that. Let me read the last comment, then we end the live. Imagine Gyökeres, this is from TikTok, it's not coming up on screen. Imagine Gyökeres has not really started well, but Arsenal fans are so calm and giving him time. Yes, they are. It's only a few that are making noise. Similar to United. Actually, I've come to realize that there are a lot of United fans who are not even online. They are online, they look at the comments, they are like, this is rubbish. They look at it, they are like, come on. Like, I posted a comment on X replying to one of the guys who are making noise about Šeško, and someone replied to me and said, there is no point of responding to these guys because that's what they are looking for. They are looking for impressions. They are looking for replies. So that's it. Anyway, thanks guys for being live. Apologies for the start. The start was quite tricky because I don't know what happened to YouTube. Make sure you also join the WhatsApp group. In case you didn't know, we have a WhatsApp group. We are holding discussions there. We post some news there. As well as subscribe to YouTube. We are currently at 135 subscribers. Our target is to get to 500 subscribers as soon as possible. So see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going live same time, 9. So tomorrow I'll make sure I set everything up early so that we don't start late. So until tomorrow, guys, see you. Stay calm. Don't be too emotional. Just stay calm. See you tomorrow. And I appreciate everyone who has joined. I almost forgot to mention new squad members. Let me start from the top. So we had 255 on TikTok, Frey on TikTok, Jonte on TikTok gave us 500 likes. Then we had Devi, is it Devi Gavi or Devi Gavi joined on TikTok. And everyone else who has joined across other platforms, appreciate you. Welcome to the UKG squad and see you tomorrow. Cheers and good night.